So there were three things that I did coming into Ball State. One of them was I began doing research pretty much almost immediately. We were introduced to faculty members and their research interests, and I was encouraged to try to collaborate with them in order to, it was kind of like an apprenticeship process. They were the folks that kind of led me through how to understand how to do research in the first place. One person that I ended up working with pretty extensively turned out to be my dissertation chair, Tracy Cross. And then the other lady, her name is Winnie Machar. She also ended up on my dissertation committee. And I was pretty comfortable asking them to serve in the roles that they did because they had such an extensive background with my thinking and also helping train me to prepare for the dissertation process in the first place. The second thing that I did was I used my coursework to investigate my dissertation idea. Part of the process for application to grad school involved kind of thinking through what you were interested in, what your research interests were. And when I was completing that process, I was actually putting forth an idea I was really interested in investigating. So because I had that leg up, I wasn't one of those folks who weren't sure what they wanted to do for their dissertation. Instead, I was able to investigate different aspects of my research interest from a couple of different lenses. So qualitative and quantitative lenses in all of my research courses, in all of my developmental courses. So by the time I was ready to start writing on my dissertation, I'd already found several sources, I'd already honed in on the constructs I was interested in investigating. So if you're thinking about going for a PhD or anything that requires a significant independent project, you don't really want to change your life to any significant degree until you are practically done. So that was what I did. And really, like, I think when you're looking for a position and folks are interested in whether or not you can serve as a sound faculty member, they want to know that you will be done. So I think one of the reasons that it took me 2 years to find a job is I needed to actually finish a dissertation. So take your time, make sure that you're doing as sound of a job as you can, understanding though that to a large degree, this is your first project independently. All the other times that I've been working with my colleagues now as my mentors. This was the first one I had done on my own. And so the dissertation is to show that you can do the research process. It's not necessarily to show that you can change the world. So focus on completing the degree. Make sure that you're sound and complete and you feel proud of the work that you're doing, but understand that you go back to try to publish from your dissertation and there's still work to be done. You can look back and understand, you can kind of see your mistakes because it still is a developmental type of process even though you feel like you've advanced to this significant stage in your life. So I would encourage you to kind of keep that in mind as you're completing this process. And when you're thinking about going for a job then, because you've completed your dissertation, you can speak pretty cogently about what your research interests are and also can convey what you can contribute to a department. They're looking to see how you can augment the research that's already occurring in their areas. If you have something to say, if you have something to present, it makes you more attractive as a candidate.
Very nice.
Okay.
Boy, well, you got on a roll toward the end. I was thinking, goody gracious, you got it.
Okay.
It's perfect. This is really going to